Good evening, Maria Banga here. Maria Banga, your motivational speaker. Maria Banga, your mental health advocate. Maria Banga, your psychotherapist. Maria Banga, so many things in one. This evening, I want to talk to you about unhealed trauma. We are in the month of May, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month or Mental Health Month. And sometimes we have mental health challenges because of unhealed trauma. When you are in that state of mind, when you can't function normally anymore, when you can't do the things you used to do before, all of that. So, yeah, trauma is an emotional response to a terrible event like an accident, sexual abuse, divorce of parents, separation, death, natural disaster, just anything that gets you to react in a terrified way, in a state of shock, for example, denial, you're helpless, you're hopeless, all of that. Immediately after the event, as I said, shock and denial are typical. Longer term reactions include unpredictable emotions, mood swings, flashbacks, strained relationships, and even physical symptoms. Sometimes you say, what, a headache, I have a migraine, my stomach, I can't breathe so well, my palms are sweating, all of that. So yes, unhealed trauma can affect our lives and relationships tremendously. You may need to work on your past traumas in a healthy way, including seeking professional help, right? Some signs of unhealed trauma you may want to look out for and address include you resist positive change, feeling neither you nor others deserve a change anyways, like, can we do this? No, I don't do that. I don't go to such a place. We don't normally do this. No, I have always done it this way. No, why do you always want to bring change into this relationship? All of those kind of things. There is something you have to check out. You need to control and plan everything all the time. Micromanaging and having plan A, B, C, D, E, you have to check it out. We cannot live with that kind of, I don't know what I would call it, predictability, because you can't even predict things, like, what were your plans for April? What were your plans for May? What were your plans for March 2020? What is happening now? The COVID-19 pandemic has brought us all to our knees. Whoever you are, nobody is spared. Presidents, all the countries of the world, everything. It's like, my sons keep saying, I'm grateful to be alive. That is all. There's no more projections. Survival is the word now. No more thriving, party, up and down, and all of those things. So if you had unhealed trauma and you used to love controlling everything all the time, you may be having a tough time now, and it's also time for you to really check all of this out. You have a strong fear of failure. What are you going to do in life if you don't fail? Seriously. Actually, some people spring forth from their failures. For me, it's a learning experience. I have failed. And recently, I failed in a course and I had to resubmit. And I was like, okay, well, so the feedback, it was good. I learned from the feedback what I had to do well. I did it. I was graded on 50 and I had the 50. That's good, right? I didn't even carry that thing in my head and let it ruin my day and mood and all of that. But if I had this fear of failure, which is a fear I had before, I would have been crazy by now, like I'm dead. And if I fail, they're going to flung me out of this program. And the more you fear, the more you can't focus, and the more the chance of you actually failing. You have a strong fear of success. Can you imagine? Some people are like, it's too good to be true. You hold yourself back because you're afraid of losing what you have if you don't succeed. So you don't even try. What kind of a life is that? And if you bring that into your relationship, you'll be like, we can't do anything new. We can't learn anything new. We can't go to any place new. We can't start any project because no, 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 no. If we invest that money and we fail, what do we do with all we have invested? Can you imagine? Okay. Whereas if we win, and the chances are that you may win. How many other people are doing what you are doing or what you want to do? So why not look at things in that optimistic light? Maybe you grew up and things were always gloomy and doom, and it's so unpredictable. You're like, now it's time I have control and I want to make sure nothing takes me on guard. Yet you have difficulties concentrating. You were ever on the alert in your childhood or something like that. You couldn't focus because there was a lot of distraction. Who knows? And so You've grown up with that and your brain has memorized that as well. That's good. So you can't concentrate. As soon as you are doing one thing, you want to do the other thing. You want to be everywhere. You are constantly on the alert. Yet you have trouble asking for help and opening up. You keep thinking, no, I can handle this. I can do it on my own. Either it is out of ego, either it is out of like the fear of being rejected. Sometimes you're like, if I reach out, people are not going to help me. People already see me as a tough person. People know I have it all figured out. So you prefer to suffer in silence so that you are perceived as strong, of course. And yet you hurt yourself and others by being all of those things we've looked at before. And you push others away, or you self-isolate, and it makes it so difficult to have a relationship with you. And then, yeah, you will struggle with low self-esteem and low those who have a great self-esteem. You'll be like, there's nothing good about me. There's nothing good about life. All those people are faking. You start blocking people up on social media because they are happy. They're living a great life. They have a great self-esteem. And the more you do that, the more your self-esteem continues to deplete. You have unhealed trauma. Please seek professional help. You have unexplained psychological and physical symptoms. All of a sudden, you are so heavy, you are stiff, you can't walk very well, you can't lift up something, you can't think clear, you get up feeling so tired, or you cannot sleep. Midnight, you are there, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you sleep 30 minutes, bam, you are up. You have some unhealed trauma. So, you have a lot of work to do. And if you don't do that work, this unhealed trauma is going to get you into some serious mind muggles, as I call them. And before you know it, your mental health becomes challenged and you risk having one of the many mental illnesses out there, ranging from depression to bipolar disorder to schizophrenia, borderline personality disorder, a lot of them. So it's very important. Once you start identifying any of these, please don't suffer in silence. Reach out, speak to a counselor, speak to somebody, speak to your pastor, man of God, whoever. Yeah, reach out to me, right? My website is there. I don't charge much. I'm in Africa, I'm in Cameroon, and I know now in particular times are hard. So no, I'm still young in the profession. I'm more interested in helping people than in making a fortune. Okay, so yes, be inspired and motivated, everyone. I love to mind educate us all, and I'm ever grateful for the grace, the inspiration, and motivation. Yeah, I learn constantly. I read, I write. I just published my 7th book. All of that helps me a lot. I'm open-minded, don't close up yourself. Open yourself to new relationships or to new ways of relating in your relationship and stuff like that. So my website is there, and my association is called Hope for the Abused and the Battered. I'm going to put the link next time or this time around. Please do not suffer in silence. There is hope. Take care of your mental health. Check out all of these signs. If you have any problem, you can read up some things. Some self-help is available. People are always there. There are groups on social media. And I am here. Until next time, I am yours, Maria Banga.